Introduction to the Immune System by Lucas Perez and Viviana Soto. What are the general properties of the innate and adaptive immunity? Innate immunity is our body's first line of defense against pathogens. It's like our natural built-in protection system. It includes barriers like our skin, mucous membranes, and certain cells that can quickly respond to invaders. On the other hand, adaptive immunity is more specific and develops over time. It involves specialized cells and molecules that can recognize and remember specific pathogens. So if we encounter them again, our immune system can mount a targeted response. It's pretty amazing how our body can adapt and fight off different threats. This is a picture of the innate and adaptive immunity. And you can see what cells. Here's the natural killer cells, the mast cells, and our T cells. And on the adaptive side, it's the B cells. And with the cellular response, it's the T lymphocytes, which then results from the CD4 and the CD8. And since the adaptive immunity is a much slower response, it could take to 4 to 14 days, and the innate immunity is a fast response, which is usually 0 to 4 hours. How are innate and adaptive immunity different? And how do they work together? Innate and adaptive immunity are different, but they work together to protect our body. Innate immunity is the immediate response when our body detects a threat. It's like our first line of defense. It includes physical barriers like our skin and certain cells that can quickly respond to invaders. On the other hand, adaptive immunity takes a bit more time to develop. It involves specialized cells and molecules that can recognize specific pathogens and remembers them. This way, if we encounter the same pathogen again, our immune system can mount a targeted response. So while innate immunity provides a quick but general protection, adaptive immunity offers a more specific and long-lasting defense. They work hand in hand together to keep us healthy. Here is a picture of that can give you the difference between innate immunity and adaptive immunity. So innate immunity is dealing more with physical barriers, chemical barriers, and cellular defenses, while adaptive immunity focuses on the adaptive immunity and the passive immunity. Active immunity is more natural, that you keep yourself protected. And then there's vaccinations, and then passive is like when you pass it on, which is either from maternal or artificial. What are the components of innate and adaptive immunity? Innate immunity is composed of physical barriers like our skin and mucous membrane, as well as certain cells like neutrophils and macrophages that can quickly respond to invaders. It's our body's natural defense system. On the other hand, adaptive immunity is composed of specialized cells like B cells and T cells, as well as molecules like antibodies. These cells and molecules can recognize specific pathogens and remember them, allowing for targeted response. So innate immunity has its own set of components, and adaptive immunity has its own unique components too. Together they form a powerful defense team. How are the cells and tissues of the immune system organized to find and respond to microbes in ways that lead to their elimination? The cells and the tissues of the immune system are organized in a way that allows them to efficiently find and respond to microbes. They work together like a well-coordinated team. Specialized cells such as macrophages and dendritic cells act as sentinels patrolling our body to detect any potential invaders. When they come across a microbe, they engulf it and present pieces of it to the other immune cells, like the T cells and the B cells. These cells then activate and start producing antibodies or releasing chemicals that can directly eliminate the microbes. It's like a precise and targeted attack to the invaders. This coordinated effort helps ensure the elimination of the microbes and keeps us healthy.